play the role of Sarah. Sarah is an empath. She looks around her at everybody and watches their experiences and then feels everything on such a deep emotional level. And it's great, but sometimes she struggles to maintain her sense of self and maintain her identity. And in helping others, it sometimes puts her in a very vulnerable position. I'd like to encourage everyone to come see this play. When I first read the play, I had a very emotional response to it on the page. It deals with a lot of social issues that are relevant today. It deals with racism. It deals with drug addiction. It takes all of these issues and in a very short amount of time lets us see them through a prism that hopefully can not only educate but entertain simultaneously. And I personally can't wait to see what this play is like in a theater, on its feet with this cast, because just the writing alone by Pichanda is just gorgeous.
I play the role of Megan, who throughout the play you see her going through a struggle, and by the end of the play you see that she helps someone in a way that's unexpected, and from it I think that you draw from it the combination of having a struggle yourself and then being able to help somebody by going through that struggle. I would come see the play Veracity because I feel like it's a really contemporary issue that's going on in the world, and unfortunately with how things are going, I think that it shows people's different opinions and ideas and how at the end of the day that people can be unified and people can overcome differences between themselves and learn how to communicate and see things from different points of view. And in the process, I think the most beautiful thing about the play is seeing somebody evolve and grow and change and transform.
Hi, my character's name is Angel, and she is Jake's girlfriend, and she shows a different side to Jake that really sort of illuminates more to his character and how the story evolves. She is struggling with her own issues of abuse, and we sort of see these elements come out to play as the play goes on, and how she deals with those different, the repercussions of the abuse that she's gone through. I really think that this is a play that everybody needs to see. There are so many relevant issues, addiction, abuse. It's an inspirational play that I really feel has, there's a little bit of darkness, but there's also a little bit of light. The writing is very fluid, and it's so natural that when I was reading it, I really felt like these were actual people that I have known. And I think that so many people are going to be able to relate to this play, so I definitely recommend that you come out and be inspired as well.
Hi, I play the role of Jake, who is kind of the villain of the play. He is a little much. He likes to give his coworkers a hard time. He likes to joke and tease. But he kind of reminds me of friends that I've met that sort of will joke and tease and almost use comedy to make their subjects sort of inferior, and he keeps the sort of superior position. But there's many levels to that. He does learn a lesson. He has a moment of recognition throughout, and he's a really good example of sort of a different kind of sort of prejudice that you could find in society. I think it's really important for people to come out and see a show like this because it really deals with a lot of socially relevant issues. Sean has done a really good job of holding up a mirror to society, and we live in a time right now where there is a lot of hate, a lot of prejudice, and it comes from places that you wouldn't normally expect. So it deals with it. It hits it head on. It talks about sort of racism, prejudice, and even drug addiction, and it kind of also sort of exposes the stigma that comes with all those things.
Hi, I play probation officer Phil that helps Kendrick return to society to get back into the workforce. It's an important issue that reflects where we are and where we need to go for full inclusion. Come join us and watch the production of Veracity. Given what everyone is going through today, walk away from the message of a diversity, hardship, and inclusion, and what it means not only to yourself, but to your friends and neighbors.
Greetings. I play Mr. Leroy. I am a elderly gentleman in a area or a situation or circumstance, a place, how about that? A place, a common place where a lot of young folks are. And you know how young folks can be. They got this going on, that going on, and these things happen. And yet I am here as just what I am, an elder. The thing that got me interested in this production is how it all will look on its feet when you got all these different people in this same area, in this same dimension. And it is a blast. I don't even believe the writer knows how well she had done. Because there's one thing about my character that I'm sure most individuals who deal with young folks need to know, and you gotta catch it, otherwise you will miss it unless you see this production. I was posed a question once, and the thing was to answer that question and not offend. Someone asked me, why should I come see this production? And if there are any questions that you may need answered and you don't know how to go about it, here is an opportunity where you can get an idea of exactly how to do that. It just brings so many different elements together that we all are involved with, have experienced, have seen, are aware of, and we need to answer. This is the best opportunity in one form to get those answers. Come see this.